Pumped Up Kicks from Foster the Peeps on Mix 94.5. It's 8 to 8 with a bunch. Tristan Kirkham is with us today. He's had 14 years in the Perth building housing industry, managed some of Perth's biggest building companies, and worked in both private and project residential building markets. So he knows his stuff, and he's a new home building broker.
And Caprice on our Facebook page has asked a question, which I will read to you. We want to add an extra toilet into our laundry. Now, on the surface, that doesn't sound terribly interesting, but she wants to know how they should budget for it, because eventually they want to knock the house down and do a triplex. They have planning permission. So would it be much more to do the back block first so they could live there, then do the other two, which will be where the house is now with its grand toilet?
Very interesting one, Caprice. Yeah, I would certainly utilise the future development carrot in front of the builder to get the toilet done, because it's quite a small job, and as you know, any small jobs you struggle to get any tradie to turn up. So
Yes.
I'd probably go down the path and develop and get the plans developed and dangle the carrot in front of a builder who also does a bit of renovation or can surely do that. And
So a bit of I want a toilet now, but later.
that's right.
Right, okay.
And certainly the female angle will be a lot stronger with that presence. And in regard to which one you do first, yeah, building from back towards front will be beneficial in a number of sense, because the last thing you want to do is be living in the front one and then you have tradespeople coming past you all day long on the driveways.
Good point. See, often it's little things like that some people overlook and think, oh no, look, I'm putting up with this now for 18 months or something.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes, and developing can be testing at times as well.
Absolutely.
Now, Kathy has asked, too, on our Facebook page, where are the best suburbs to build?
Really good one. So if you're looking towards the housing estates, my advice to people is to build as close as you can, or purchase a block as close as you can to display home villages. Because in my time, I've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on the gardens and the landscape furniture, and totally overcapitalised these houses in the middle of nowhere. So if you can build your house as close as you can to that, I'm sure that'll help with valuation. And in regard to the more leafy green suburbs, I think you can't go wrong with the directions the government's going in with rezoning and what have you. So if you buy as close as you can to infrastructure and transport and shopping centres, it's a bit of a no-brainer. And of course, make sure you get the orientation to north. So you want your living areas to be able to face north. If you've got them facing south, it will affect your house definitely in energy consumption.
It's not feng shui, it's a climate thing, but also feng shui.
Well, it's the back pocket thing, really.
And the old thing about you should have the worst house in the best street, or the best house in the worst street. What's the myth and what's the real thing there?
Yeah, absolutely.
Worst house in the best street, I
bought
suppose.
the worst house in Karrinyup, I'm sure it was. So the woman was absolutely gutted when my wife walked in, and I didn't even walk inside it. So it's all about the location, as they say.
Location.
Absolutely. There's a bit to that marketing. So if you can do that and let somebody else unload as much as they can in a street. And I've just had this in Burns Beach recently, where good clients of ours actually built a single story in amongst $1 million homes, because that's what the market dictates in certain streets. There's no view possible for them, so why they build a two-story there? So if they wanted to unload the property tomorrow, they'll probably get their money back minimum, rather than being upside down.
Yep.
Right.
Well, thank you for your time this morning.
Thank you, Punch. It's been
Thank
fantastic.
you.
Our expert today, Tristan Kirkham from New Home Building Brokers. And we'll put some links up if you want to find out more about Tristan on the Mix 94.5 Facebook page to check out any more stuff you might have thought of during the show to ask about.
Yep.
Right now, though, let's continue and check the traffic. Coca-Cola glasses are back.